Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024. Signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to just shake things off, move forward, and let his talents come through.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he stopped after a gain of one. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Cousins now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing now is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Carr going to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Cousins.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
London moves the chains here, which is not unusual because that's something he did on over 65% of his receptions a season ago. Plenty of new pieces in place. Quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, whoever is going to throw the ball to him, he's hoping he can finally reach the 1,000-yard mark.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Oh, come on, man. Crossing out 56.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Play fake, Cousins.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a second and 5.
Now Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
That is caught.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action, now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry.
54 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a point after, good by Groupie.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On play action, Cousins.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Robinson. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Darnell Mooney.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Coup now for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr out to his left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Lou Headley on now to punt the football.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Kirk Cousins and the offense back onto the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple.
Now Cousins.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing. Cousins. Robinson's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Into the hands of London.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Play action now. Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Robinson on a give right side.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
and the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw, it's Carr. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw his car. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Cousins. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Falcons. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Coup for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Second and a couple. Carr going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Group E able to add the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scorebook.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Craig Phillips has got it.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On third down, Robinson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Cousins to throw it.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like touchdown!
Drake London,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go with Kamara. And he wants the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.